Hello everyone and welcome back to another matchup in the NJCAA Division I soccer tournament. It's the championship tournament along with Alex Larson. I'm Egidio Deliu, and the third game of the day features the number 4 ranked Tyler College Apaches with a 19-2 record, a 13-1 conference record, taking on the number 9 Louisburg College Hurricanes. They have a 16-5 record and a 12-3 conference record. Alex, what do you think is going to happen here tonight between these two teams? It's the 4 seed and the 9 seed.
Well, it's going to be a lot of the same of what we've seen today. The first game, 1-0 win for the 1 seed. The 2 seed getting a 2-0 win, just what we just saw. And then here, these two teams more closely seeded, but what we've kind of seen is all the seeding means is really the small things. They do the small things right. So it's not going to be like the 4 seed, wins it 3-0, 4-0. It's going to be a good game, and hopefully we see a lot of shots like we did last game.
Yeah, lots of shots in the last game. Not a whole lot of goals this tournament so far, but we'll see as the Apaches and the Hurricanes get set to play match number 3. Don't go anywhere. NJCAA TV will be right back.
Zone, caught, touchdown. The margin, Olympico, and a goal. Winds up shot, a goal. Unbelievable.
Welcome back, everyone, to this coverage of the third match in the 2017 NJCAA Division I Men's Soccer Championship Tournament. Alex Larson and Egidio Deliu up here in the booth, calling the third game of the day between the Apaches and the Hurricanes. Louisburg College taking on Tyler College, and hopefully we'll see some more goals this time up, Alex.
Yep, well, goals. I mean, if it holds true to what it's been, it'll be 3-0 here. I'm doubting that's going to happen. It's been 1-0, 2-0, and then 3-0. But 19 shots for the losing Kansas City Blue Devils last game means shots don't really mean anything, and those weren't penetrating shots anyway. So, just want to see some solid play and hope that these two teams can get some goals as a result.
Yeah, Tyler College, coached by Steve Clements in the 16th season. Coach Clemens was inducted in the Men's Soccer Coach Hall of Fame in 2009, had a national championship in 2000 with Meriden, and then in 2009, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016 with Tyler, and 12 national tournaments, including 8 championship match appearances for Coach Clemens. On the other end, the Hurricanes being coached by Martin Dell, originally from England, 25 years of coaching experience. In his second year as head coach, won their first ever back then NJCAA Division I National Championship in his second season with a record of 24-1 that year. And then in Coach Dell's first year as head coach, he was awarded the District Coach of the Year. The Hurricanes have 70 goals this season and have a 7-game winning streak coming into this one. They do average, Alex, a little over 3 goals per game for the college from North Carolina. So hopefully we'll see that 3-goal match here.
Yeah, this school aptly named Hurricanes of North Carolina, but 3.3 goals a game, man, that's something to write home about. I'll tell you what, a couple teams we saw play earlier, though, were averaging about 4 goals a game in their respective seasons, so it doesn't mean much. When it comes to tournament time, you kind of throw out everything out the window. It's going to be a true battle and test of these two teams.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see who emerges victorious here as the Apaches and Hurricanes shake hands to start the match.
The referee doesn't call
That's unbelievable. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Fans here next to us told us that the refs' calls are a little bit questionable.
Well, we had been talking about the lack of calls, and supposedly, officially, the only calls he makes are broken bones.
Hopefully we don't get into those, knock on wood. But as the Apaches and the Hurricanes set to battle, who will leave with 3 points and who will end up with 0? So far, like you mentioned, Alex, the higher seeds with 3 points each. St. Louis with 3 points. And then in the last game, Schoolcraft with 3 points.
Well, Lewisburg, the Hurricanes, blue tops, blue shorts, red socks, looking to get the 3. And Tyler, the Apaches, looking sharp in the white as well. Of course, the one thing I have against them is the yellow trim. It doesn't make it very legible for us in the booth to read. It's very easy to read the jerseys of Lewisburg, but not so much Tyler.
Yeah, I said in the last game, Schoolcraft has a broadcaster's dream jersey. They're black and yellow.
Yep.
Not so much for Tyler College in the white with yellow numbers. We'll see. We'll do our best up here to call the action and call the numbers, as it will be number 7, Mohamed Kamara, taking the kickoff for the Apaches.
Yeah, I got a feeling this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a solid game for each of these two teams, and we'll see some good soccer. A little bit better of a brand than we've seen. We've got these spectators to the left of us that have been here all day watching some soccer, so they kind of have gotten a sense for the day, but wanting it to change, and I'm guessing we will here.
Yeah, some of these spectators waiting for the main event. Yavapai College playing in our last game of the day. As that ball goes out of play, it'll remain Tyler College ball. Will be a throw-in from the Apaches.
It really is the main event. I mean, sticking around all day, too, to watch. How about that?
From 9:30 this morning, the first game we had, and then the noon game, and now this, and we'll follow up by a 5 o'clock ball game. Throw in by the Hurricanes off the header of the Apaches, back to the Hurricanes. This should be a good game. When I was researching both of these two teams, I was very excited about this game, and of course the game coming up right after, because I think they're more evenly matched than the other teams that we've seen so far this tournament.
Absolutely, especially when you have the parity in the seeding like you do in the first couple games, 1 against 12, 2 against 11. Really the higher seed teams can come out, like you said earlier at the top of the broadcast this morning, and play the level of the lower seeded teams. Not that the lower seeded teams are bad, but just like the little things they do, and maybe think that they have a win when they don't, and that becomes a trap game.
Yeah, exactly. As the Apaches are threatening here, playing in the box. This will go the other way against the Apaches. Windy conditions, much different than when we started today's actions. The first ball game was nice, beautiful, sunny weather. Now it's a little cloudy and very breezy, very windy, making our notes fly everywhere.
It's been tough for us all day.
That's the biggest challenge. A kick by the Apaches, a header by Mohamed Kamara. Will go out of play, but a good first setup by the Apaches.
I'll tell you what, keep your eye on him. Kamara is going to be a crucial part in this Tyler team if they want to go ahead and win. From Liberia, sophomore, he's a guy getting recruited to play Division I ball.
Yeah, a lot of Division I coaches and scouts here watching not only Kamara but everybody.
And look at that ability to stay onside. Something earlier we wouldn't have seen. Kamara not going past that line, past that flag, kind of fading back, and that's exactly what these better players are going to start doing.
Yeah, pitch awareness, knowing where you're at, and not having that flag come up, it can be crucial. And this one will be a corner, looks like.
Look at Christian Torres coming in there, 6'5".
Big-bodied. Definitely will help with this corner. Almost a shot. That was Paul Odenhall, who had an opportunity for the Apaches.
A lot of excitement over here already. I think these guys wanted to see goals, and rightly so. It's been less than lackluster day offensively.
Now, you said a good point earlier. If you're a fan of offense, beware, because we haven't had a whole lot this tournament so far. A throw-in by Marcelo da Silva Anton. 4 names. 3, I guess, 3.5.
Another challenging part was the names we said.
Another challenge in this tournament as that ball goes out of play, and Silva Anton will play it in. Also, again, some nice moves off his knee, off his leg, and off his head, but taken away by the Hurricanes. A stumble. Action still going. They're going to give the ball back to the Hurricanes. Jamie Clark will take it. The sophomore out of England. 6'1".
Yeah, and some of these rosters with all these international players and guys from these hotbed soccer areas are really a testament to the program and what these guys think that the program is going to give to them as far as recruiting for the college level and NCAA. Because ultimately that is most of their goals. They're not out. Most of these guys coming across the world to come to these junior colleges are here to develop their games and get better at the American level so that they can go to play college.
Well, of course, you see that's why we say a lot of these guys freshmen and sophomores. You don't hear juniors or seniors because they're in, do a year or so, 2 years, and then hopefully get picked up by a D1 school or maybe the major leagues or somewhere overseas. So, of course, the goal is to play at the next level, and being here at junior college definitely helps that. Here come the Hurricanes. A soft shot taken by Lewisburg, and it's picked up by the goalkeeper, Robbie Johnson, out of Manchester, England. 6'1", 180. The last loss for Tyler College came on September 26th against Richland College. They lost that match 2-1, so they're on an 11-game winning streak, Alex.
Yep, they are a solid team, and they take Texas soccer seriously.
Yes, they do. Scramble for the ball there. Paul Odenhall along with James Fergany. This one cleared away. But there's Edwin Guevara.
Well, not sure if you fans get a sense, but in the first 7 minutes, it just feels like a cleaner game. A lot better passing. Seems like there's not as much as a lull, and the other teams, I don't know, got lazy at times, in my opinion.
Scramble for the ball, Nick Clarkey. But it comes the other way with the Apaches in front. Freddie Ortega was there to the left, but couldn't make anything happen. Here come the Hurricanes. Ryan Goldsmith right into the hands of Robbie Johnson. And he'll give it to Paul Odenhall. Freddie Ortega to Silva D'Anton and stripped away. by Goldsmith. Tyler gets position one more time. That's Ortega working on Goldsmith.
Offside there. That was coming from a ways out. I think he knew it was offside too.
Yeah, flag came up there. Of course, the offsides called hurt the first game, in which it was St. Louis taking on Illinois Central College. 2 goals got called back for the Cougars. Here's Goldsmith. Kicking in the center.
Great defensive play to get it out. Clear any way necessary, and that's exactly what he did.
Jacob DeFern, I believe, was the man there from England with a nice defense, nice slide. And it will be a corner for the Hurricanes. Here's the corner, delivered in the center. A header off the Hurricanes, but no good. Goes out of play. And it'll be going the other way. Tyler Ball. Marcelo da Silva Anton will throw it in.
Tell you what, both of these teams, sharp-looking uniforms, sponsored by Under Armour. I mean, Tyler has really cool uniforms. I'd say the coolest we've seen yet.
No, yeah, they're hard to tell the numbers, but really, really cool. Once they get, here in front of us a little bit, you can kind of see more detail. As Tyler's threatening, and it's in!
Had to be.
Mohamed Kamara with the score!
What did I say? What did I say 3 or 4 minutes ago about Kamara? I mean, I don't know. This man is being recruited by 12 Division I schools, and every one of them saw that one, and what a goal to find that. I mean, that's all. I can't say anything else. Beautiful goal by Kamara.
Beautiful goal. Great spot. Great precision. Kept keeping his cool. And Kamara, the sophomore from Liberia, strikes first. And Tyler College and the Apaches are up 1-0 with 34 minutes to go in the first half.
2 shots, 1 goal. How about that for scoring? Just like we said, a cleaner, crisper game. Well, yes, it is so far.
Yeah, way better game. This one has been so far the best out of the 3. I've only played a few minutes. Silva Anton kicks in the middle for Kamara again. And no good. The Hurricanes can breathe a sigh of relief there. You called it, though. You said, look out for Mohamed Kamara. And it's like he heard you. A few minutes later, connecting with the goal. Has his team up 1-0.
And I bet he gets another one in this game at least.
I wouldn't be too surprised if he did.
Got an eye for the ball, and in a game like this, that's so important. Both of these teams wanting those 3 points.
Ortega. Ball goes out. Ortega will throw it in. It's got Anton. And back to Odenhall. At midfield. Off of a white jersey. And the keeper for the Hurricanes. That's Gio Solis out of Clayton, North Carolina. "33 minutes here, 1-0. Tyler College on top of Louisburg College. Texas, North Carolina battle here. And it's been a good one so far. Alex Larson, Egidio DeLeo in the booth. We thank you for joining us here on NJCAA TV, where you can watch all the action this week. This is the third game, third match of the day. We'll have 3 more tomorrow, 3 more on Wednesday, off on Thursday, semifinals on Friday, and then, of course, the granddaddy of them all, the championship on Saturday.
Yep. It'll be a real surprise to see who ends up being there.
Kind of a wide shot taken by Tyler. Goes wide left and out of play. As the sun starts to peek in a little bit.
Finally. I think everyone wants the sun.
Yeah, it made a appearance in the first game and then disappeared. And now showing up again. Kamara again! Just outside, just a little bit wide. But a good opportunity once again for Mohamed Kamara.
Well, there's a reason why this team won the national championship last year. And they're playing well against a team who won the national championship the year before. And then, obviously, guess who won it before that? It was Tyler again. So it's been a Tyler-Lewisburg-Tyler affair, like you said. These two teams have a great history for greatness.
Yeah, and they're playing great soccer so far. It's been entertaining first 15 minutes of the match. Here come the Hurricanes trying to set something up, but no, deflected by the Apaches. Anton is looking for Duckuli. And of course, as there's a Apache down at midfield. Of course, a very famous graduate from Tyler College, Dom Dwyer, originally from England, played at Tyler College for a few years and then went on to the Major League Soccer, got drafted by Sporting Kansas City in 2012, and then this year made some news again. They got traded to Orlando for one of the biggest contracts in Major League Soccer history at that point for the trade, what they gave up for him. So Tyler College graduate, doing really well for himself.
Yeah, they produce good soccer players. I mean, that is just a program, and it's the main sport is soccer. That is what they do at Tyler Junior College is play soccer, and they pride themselves on obviously a long list of winning and runner-ups, if not champions.
As Kamara, I guess, was the guy down, and he is coming off the field to be looked at. Of course, the possessor of the goal here early on. And that kind of stopped the momentum of this ball game a little bit as number 19 checks in Musa Kunogo from South Africa for Tyler College and for Kamara.
Wearing the long sleeves.
Smart man with the breeze.
Yes, but of course, once it comes on, the sun's on.
Can't win. That one goes out of play.
Hopefully these breezy conditions and the clouds clear up before the game tonight. Looking for a beautiful night for this Rough Riders game.
Yeah, excited to see the turnout for that one. Of course, we're playing here in their home pitch, and excited to see all the fans that can come out for that game to cheer on their Rough Riders. A breakaway by Carlton McKenzie. Couldn't handle it, though, and it goes out of play. It will remain Apache's ball. A throw-in by Silva Anton. Goes back to him.
Look at the player. I mean, just the size and the athleticism compared, not to knock any of the other teams, but just compared to some of the other teams like we saw earlier. For instance, the last two teams we saw play, they just look, like a different breed.
Yeah, no, definitely a different type of feel with these two teams on the pitch than specifically the last game. But I think it's also a style of play, too. They're playing more aggressive, more upbeat, where the other one, I think you're right, they were playing a little bit down and letting things come to them instead of going for things.
Yeah, because I think that's what they had to. I don't think they had the talent to really be that aggressive, and so that's the style they had to play. But it's good to see these two teams, like this and ready to go, because they have not disappointed so far. Two heavyweights.
Yeah, it's been fun so far as another Hurricane goes down, but appears to be okay. That's number 6, Nicole Clark from Toronto, Canada. 6'2", 185 sophomore. And he will stay there by the ball and take the kick. We're at the 28-minute mark. 1-0 Tyler over the Hurricanes of Louisburg College. Clark back to Clark. Samu through 2 defenders. Passes it off. Middle of the field. That's Samu again.
Oh,
looking for Goldsmith.
Pass got through.
Oh, and a good defense by Tyler College.
I think you keep that one in the air, that may have a better chance.
Yeah, there are 3 white jerseys there on the ground to prevent the goal from happening. Here's a throw-in by the Hurricanes. Clark's pass goes out of play. Looked like a Tyler player touched it, so remain Hurricanes ball. A throw-in intercepted by that was Boyke. Again, out of play. And it'll be Apache's ball. They will gladly take it. Up 1-0. Trying to spread the field a little bit here. Anton. To Boyke. Boyke trying to put the moves.
This is a nice one-touch pass right there.
Here's Anton. Trips a little bit, loses the ball, and Clark gets it. And here comes Goldsmith. Trying to cut through the white jerseys. 3 or 4 of them. And finally, Anton comes in with a slide and gives the Apaches the ball. Back to the keeper and Paul Odenhall. Odenhall from Meerbusch, Germany. That's a new country we haven't called yet.
Yeah, not today. But you can hear, just based on the field mic, the difference in communication between these two teams. Really talking to each other, letting each other know where they are.
That's another good point there, Alex. The other 2 games a little quiet, but this one, a lot of communication, a lot of talking. Everyone trying to make sure everyone's in the right place at the right time.
I mean, soccer is a generally loud sport when you listen to the field and hear the pitch and what they're saying, so...
But in any sport, you always want to be communicating. You want to be on basketball and football, baseball. Every sport you want to be communicating. And
why did he just kick it right out of bounds? Oh, stop. Asking for a stoppage in play.
Clark again went down a few minutes ago. Having a conversation with the referee, Nicole Clark. Looks like this time he might come off. And he is. He's getting substituted. That's number 16 coming in for Clark. Christopher Berry out of Scotland. This one goes back to the keeper, Solis. To Berry. Pressure defense by the Apaches.
Yeah, defense really trying to keep it in their own zone right here. Looking good, and they've done it.
Yeah,
nice turnover.
Take a steal there. But back to the Hurricanes it goes. Number 22 goes down for the Hurricanes, Fela Osifeso. Hurricanes ball. Edwin Guevara out of Woodbridge, Virginia.
Nicholas Lemete are in as well. Sorry, number 4, he's checking on for Tyler.
There's the kick. Little action here in midfield for the Hurricanes. There's a Scotsman. A long shot picked up by the keeper, Robbie Johnson.
Defense is 2 different strategies. Tyler, full court press, and Lewisburg kind of wait back and see. There's a tackle, and that should be a foul. They finally called something. You know, we talked about it earlier, not really calling much. That, in the first 2 games, that wasn't a call.
No, definitely not. That was let go, and took a ball the third game here, a few minutes into the third game to get a call. And that was on Fela Osifeso, who goes down for a brief second, is back up. Here's Clark for the Hurricanes. The Goldsmith kind of trips or tangled with the player there, and then they're going to call some contact and give the ball to the Hurricanes. Guevara will take the kick again. Past midfield. Into Tyler territory. And goes out of play. Another thing that you see through these programs so far, what we've seen, and obviously doing our research for the rest of the tournament, a lot of these programs have coaches that are here in this tournament, have coaches that have been there for years and years and years. That's why they're so successful.
And that, absolutely, and you know, those coaches are able to establish their name, especially from coaching in different countries. I mean, that is huge for these players, and of course, obviously, these international players. Excuse me. Seeing where these coaches have been and what they've done, just really able to attract the players. And so the coaching, really is a result of the players. The players are a result of the coaching.
Of course, bringing in some great talent internationally, that's not easy to do, especially if you're not a big powerhouse Division I school, you know, to say, hey, come over and play junior college.
Right.
It's not maybe a big attractive offer if you're coming from some of the powerhouse countries like England or Germany or Scotland, but
exactly. But look at this roster. I mean, England, Germany, England, France, England, Germany, South. I mean, they've been able to do it, and head coach Steve Clements is one of the reasons.
Yeah, I'm sure, like I said, Dom Dwyer, success of him and other players that are playing on at the next level, playing professionally in Major League Soccer and other places. That helps as well for a school like Tyler that can say that. And Yavapai also, we'll talk about them too. They've had some guys go on to the Major League level and play in MLS and other organizations. So things like that, I'm sure, also help your program recruit some of these international stars come over.
And you know, as a result, that's absolutely right. And as a result, these programs are breaking records and, getting wins and basically winning championships every season. Like, this whole program based around Yavapai Community College kind of shows you how much success they've had lately, and that's exactly what we talk about, and this is the result.
A 7-time NJCAA national champions. I keep seeing that everywhere. Everywhere I've been,
right.
The last 2 days that I've been here, driving around and walking around, I see that 7-time champion. Excellence, excellence, excellence. And congratulations to them and that program and some of these other schools like Tyler and Lewisburg as well.
7 players with national team caps, 3 FIFA World Cup, 8 Major League Soccer participants, all that stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah, big things from a community college, which is very impressive.
Right,
and the least.
Yeah, when you think about production, about going to, even being drafted out of country, which is, English Premier League, stuff like that, but that's impressive, and you don't think necessarily that they're going to junior colleges, but that's where they're coming from. That's where a lot of these guys' skills originated from. They're not just recruited right to D1 right away. No, they're growing their game.
That's a good route to take, that's for sure. As we're at the 20-minute mark, 1-0, Tyler over Lewisburg. Tyler threatening once again. Kamara still has been out, has not been coming in. I believe he's on the sidelines, ready to come in right now, just as I say that. But this will be a throw-in from Yudai Tashiro. That's number 9 coming in, Khalifa Dukuli for Tyler College. As we wait the throw-in by Tashiro, the sophomore from Tokyo, Japan. It's great to see an international flair in this tournament, and very exciting, especially if you're a soccer fan, to get a look at different people's games and their styles. And maybe at this level, maybe these teams don't get as much exposure throughout the season. You get to see it right here on NJCAA TV. Tashiro. That's headed away by the Hurricanes. Still scrambling for the ball. Tyler College trying to get it back. That's McKenzie. And the Hurricanes and Ryan Goldsmith trying to come the other way. Goldsmith had the ball for a second, loses possession to Boyaki. And it goes out of play. The ref took a second, hesitated there to see who's going to get possession. And now he's going to give it to the Hurricanes. Jamie Clark, number 4, will take the kick. Oh, excuse me, it will be a throw-in.
It's interesting to see how much staff Tyler has over there. I looked through my binoculars on the black sweatshirts compared to some of the other schools. Man, they've got a lot of different positions on there.
It looks like a whole nother team there.
I know, right?
Just in coaching staff. Yeah, that's a good point. I just kind of looked over there, too. There's a row sitting down. There's another row behind them standing.
Yeah, those aren't hurt. Those are not hurt athletes. Those are coaches.
Yeah, those are all coaches there.
And they've all traveled from Texas with the team, and just a testament to this program and what soccer means.
That's why they've been so successful. The Hurricanes looking to attack. 18 minutes remaining in this first half. Ball will go out of play. Looks like it was last touched by a Tyler College player. And it'll be the Hurricanes who will kick it in from the corner. A good opportunity here for Lewisburg.
Yeah, who hasn't really gotten many opportunities at all.
And none at all, only one shot. The 4 for Tyler, punched away by Robbie Johnson. A good save there, keeping the 0 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a great punch right there, and a great read by Johnson to come out in time. He timed that up perfectly. If he doesn't miss that, that's a goal behind him.
Nice header by an Apache player, number 13, Omer Priyavu from Israel. And midfield. And this one will end up at the feet of Gia Solis. The keeper from Clayton, North Carolina, representing his home team. A little over 16 minutes remaining. 1-0. A collision just above midfield, but does not get called. Here come the Apaches. Boyke with the ball. Preview comes across and it will go out of play. Edwin Guevara to Jamie Clark. Intercepted by the Apaches. Another almost opportunity for Tyler College. And a good save by Gio Solis coming off front for that one.
Is this going to be a PK? I mean, a foul in the box. I'm not sure. No, I guess they called the foul on Tyler.
Yeah, did not call it there. Be a goal kick by Solis. No penalties kicks so far as we're into the third game of this tournament. A 12-team tournament, you win, you get 3 points. You lose, 0 points. Each team plays twice. After group play, the ones with the most points advance on to the semifinals and then the finals. Then it's one game in the semifinals, winner take all, and then the championship game, of course, also one game to decide it all.
Still a lot to go before that. We have got a full slate tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yeah, come hungry if you're a soccer fan, because lots of soccer matches on NJCAA TV.
Well, we've had 2 very hungry fans right next to us all day long. It's really great to see.
Goldsmith looking behind his back, looking for help perhaps. Has 2 white jerseys in front of him, 2 Apaches guarding him. Gets it out to Clark. Fergany. Guevara. Not on target, no one there from the Hurricanes. It's cleared away by the Apaches. And there's Christopher Berry. Goes back to Berry. But the Apaches so relentless on defense, not taking any time off whatsoever.
That's why this team has found so much success lately.
A shot on goal by Tashiro, and he gets it. Tashiro took the first shot on goal. It was no good, blocked by Solis. And then his teammate was there, Freddie Ortega, to finish it off. It's 2-0 at the 30-minute mark in the first half.
Yeah, well, if I get a chance to check this one out again, it doesn't look like he was offside, which is what I originally had thought, is that second touch was going to be called offside because he was in front of the line, but I guess not. And that came off the hands just perfectly. But that is exactly why you must work on rebound control, because goals like that are just gift wrapped. And a nice job crossing over originally. Just honestly just fell right to him off that initial shot and save. A great save off the first shot, but got to try to hold on to it as much as you can.
Yeah, Tashiro, I thought Tashiro was going to go and find the net. But for him, Freddie Ortega was there to rebound and get the goal. Under 13 minutes, 2-0 match. The Apaches over the Hurricanes. Tashiro slowing things down now as Tyler College have to be happy with the start. 2 goals to 0. And it's perhaps the fastest start we've seen so far in the day.
And the fastest and the most impressive start by far. And they've just looked like a much solider team the whole way. And that's why they've earned this 2-0 lead as halftime quickly approaches.
Tashiro finds Ortega. That was the winning combination a few minutes ago. And Kamara's back in the ball game. Number 7, Muhammad Kamara in the white. He had the first goal of the match.
I still think he'll get a second.
Lots of time for him to do so. I think we will see more goals from the Apaches the way that they've played so far. I don't think they'll be satisfied with a 2-0 lead. Here's Goldsmith. Gets caught up in the tangle with Boyke. And to be honest with you, Alex, even though the Hurricanes are down 2-0 here, I think they've still played better than some of the other teams we've seen so far today.
Oh, much. I mean, without a doubt, I think, in my opinion, the number 1 seed, yeah, they were undefeated with a 24-0 record, but there's a different team that should be a 1 seed in this tournament as far as talent goes, and one of those 2 teams is on this field right now. And then the second game, were we really that impressed with the 2 seed when it comes down to it? I mean, as far as passing and just really the flow of the game seemed to be much worse in the first and second, and this game has just seemed to go. Yes. Much easier to watch. Sorry about the last comment, but much easier to watch as a bystander, just someone from the outside looking in that doesn't really know soccer. They would be able to sit through this game much easier than the first 2.
Yeah, it's a great point there. And you mentioned something else. Schoolcraft, yeah, sure, they won. Yeah, it was 2-0. That was the final. But it wasn't as impressive of what we've seen so far. They've had glitches where Schoolcraft was impressive. They had a few moments there. But I think I've still been more impressed so far with these 2 teams. And even Louisburg, who's down here 2-0, still played a better type of soccer game so far.
And the players just seem to pass the eye test a little bit more as far as skill and even just appearance and a physical appearance as far as strength and conditioning.
I saw some nice passes there by the Hurricanes. Almost lost it, got it back, lost it again, and they're scrambling for it one more time. Back and forth. A power struggle. That's good to see. They help each other out. That's Nicholas Lamatri helping up Chauncey Guacolo. But in the end, after all that, it will be Ryan Goldsmith taking the free kick. 8 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in this first half. 2-0, the lead for Tyler College. And the Hurricanes looking for this set piece to spark something on offense. It's bended inside but wide to the left there of the goalpost. And one more time, the Hurricanes are left with nothing.
Yeah, well, one shot there, and it really hasn't been a good day at all for Lewisburg so far. Efforts really in vain against Tyler so far, and got to make some halftime adjustments, but 15 minutes, that can be done.
Yeah, still plenty of time in this match. Under 8 now in the first half. Long day of soccer games, but this one's been fun so far. Substitution for the Hurricanes. That's Christopher Bari coming back in. The Scottish with the header. Goes out of play. Remain Hurricane ball. And to the keeper, Robbie Johnson. He gets it out to Paul Odenhall. Back to Buyaki. The Apaches come into Hurricane territory. Deflected by Clark. Here come the Hurricanes. The pass was intended for Fergany. Just couldn't get there in time. Six minutes remaining in the first half. 2-0, Tyler College over Lewisburg College in the battle of the number 4 seed taking on the number 9 seed. And based off of this match, you'd think Tyler College should be ranked a little bit higher, but I'm sure they'll take the 4 as long as they're in the tournament and they play like this. I'm sure they're not going to complain.
Well, the seeding really just matters about what matchup you're going to get firsthand, and this Lewisburg team's not that much of a challenge for Tyler, then yeah, who are they to complain?
At midfield, Odenhall. Found Ortega for a brief second. Back to Odenhall, now to Shiro. Nice slide by Jamie Clark. Musa Kongo was the man next to him fighting for the ball. I'll be Toshiro with a throw-in. Buyaki kicks it into the center. There's Kogo. He won't get to the ball. He'll let it go out of play. Under 5 minutes. Alex Larson, Egidio DeLiu calling the action. We're glad you could join us as the Apaches get set for a corner kick. That's Ortega, who had the last goal for Tyler College. Headed away by the Hurricanes. Clark was back in the ball game, and then will go out of play with 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining.
And much less stopping in this half.
A much smoother half of soccer so far in this contest. Here's another corner. This one was low. Still remains Apache's ball. Brings it back the other way. Dukuli. His shot's way wide. It goes out of play, and Giosolis will get the goal kick. 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. 2-0 Apaches over the Hurricanes. We're glad you could join us here on NJCAA TV. Join us all tournament long. We broadcast each game. You get to hear us a few more days.
For tomorrow, for Wednesday. That's for a grand total of 12 in 3 days. Then we get a break. Then the 2, then the 1.
Yeah, if you get tired of hearing us, then you can take a break on Thursday, but we'll be back on Friday, don't worry.
Yes, indeed.
Solis gets the goal kick. The Scotsman almost lost it, though. Gets it back to him. Barry. And it's kicked away by Odenhall.
Lewisburg, if they're able to do something, they're going to find a nice little break. I mean, they play Monday, Tuesday, but then they're not playing in the Wednesday slot, and then the Thursday break. They get a nice 2-day break that some teams don't get.
That's big. But they have to get some points here, otherwise we won't be seeing them on Friday. Obviously still a chance for the losers in the action today in these first matchups. But again, you mentioned it in a game earlier, Alex. Why leave it up to the other teams? Why leave it up to fate? It's better if you can control your own destiny, and that's by winning your match and getting those 3 points.
Yeah, well, right now, Tyler getting the best of Lewisburg. Definitely, it's all Tyler, but adjustments must be made at halftime. I mean, this is a team that has been back here, Lewisburg that is, and played Tyler and actually won 2 years ago, so.
Robbie Johnson coming up with another grab. 7 shots by Tyler to only 1 shot for the Hurricanes. That's kind of tells you how this first half has been going for Lewisburg. Although they're playing with intensity, that's not lacking, that's for sure. Boyaki to Toshiro. Back to Boyaki. Looking to fake out the defender, back to Toshiro. Kadif Takuli loses it. Here's Jamie Clark. Intercepted by Toshiro.
Get something late here, maybe.
Takuli makes his defender almost trip. A shot taken by Tyler. No good. That was Musa Congo. But the Apaches still keep possession with 45 seconds remaining in this first half. They have to be happy with the results so far.
Yeah, very complete first half. And not really needing to change too much. 7 shots to 1. Defense has been great. The offense has been productive, and here they are again looking to get something late.
Perhaps one more to seal this up here with seconds remaining before we wrap up the first half.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
One more shot goes off a face
3, 2, 1.
of the Hurricanes, and that's going to do it. Going into the second half, it's the Apaches 2, the Hurricanes 0. We'll be right back to recap first half action on NJCAA TV.
Zone. Caught. Touchdown. The Barnes and a Lipico and a goal. Lines up, shot and a goal!
2 seconds to go.
Rangers, a long three.
It's a walk-off base hit for Michael Smith.
It's an Olympico and a goal for Paradise Valley, J.C. Duncan.
Well, here's the feed into Rodriguez to jam.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today. NJCAA fans, the brand new
Welcome back to NJCAA TV. Alex Larson and Gideon DeLeo. Quick recap here. 2 goals by the Apaches, one off the foot of Mohamed Kamara and the other off the foot of Freddy Ortega off a rebound by a miss from Yori Tashiro. What did you see on those 2 goals, Alex?
Well, the first one, just Kamara being a great player and being in the right place at the right time and making things happen. It was a beautiful run down the side. It started with a nice touch pass, and then the ability for him to be able to dribble that ball in like that and make that move. Perfect finish, too. The keeper didn't have a chance to come out, and then the second one all starts with the run, the crossover, and then the rebound off the initial save. It's a tremendous initial save by keeper Gio Solis. But right place, right time for Ortega, as he was just standing right there for that rebound. I mean, watch, not even a second after, put right back in, and 2-0.
Yeah, it looked like Tashiro was going to get the goal himself, but thankfully for his teammate, Ortega was there to clean it up and get the goal. The Apaches, the number 4 seed Tyler College, lead the number 9 seed Louisburg College 2-0. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere with the second half action right here on NJCAA TV.
Zone.
row lane. Winds up, shot, and a goal!
2 seconds to go.
Rangers, a long three.
It's a walk-off base hit for Michael Smith.
It's an Olympico and a goal for Paradise Valley, J.C. Duncan.
Well, there's a feed into Rodriguez to jam.
The NJCAA, in partnership with Blue Frame Technology, is pleased to announce that you can now watch your favorite NJCAA sports on the all-new NJCAA TV Apple TV app. Watch live or search through thousands of archived broadcasts. Have an older Apple TV? You can still watch on your TV by going to AirPlay on your iOS device and choosing Apple TV. Download the new Apple TV app now in the Apple TV App Store.
Boom. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this broadcast of the NJCAA Division I Soccer Tournament right here on NJCAA TV. Alex Larson and Giri DeLiu calling the action. Has been a good first half between Tyler College and Louisburg College, the number 4 seed taking on the number 9 seed. Some quick stats. 1 shot only by Louisburg, 7 by Tyler College, 3 corner kicks for the Apaches, only 2 for the Hurricanes. And Alex, 2 goals also, 1 off the foot of Ortega, the other one also off the foot of Kamara. What's your key to the Apaches maintaining momentum and wrapping this one up, getting 3 points?
Continuing to move the ball like they have been. They've been working the ball very well. The through balls have had perfect touch on them, and as a result, they've found their teammates for 2 very nice goals.
All right, here we go. The start of the second half is underway with the Hurricanes having possession first. Of course, the Hurricanes in the blue, Tyler College and the Apaches in the white with blue trim and the yellow numbers. Almost a goal opportunity for the Hurricanes. Good save by Robbie Johnson. Here's McKenzie. A collision.
Oh, jeez.
That's number 16, Christopher Berry on the Hurricane side. Number 10, George Brema on the Apache side. And the ball will be awarded to the Hurricanes. Number 6, Nicole Clark will take the free kick. Little spin on that ball. Crossed inside. Robbie Johnson with a nice catch.
Good job of high pointing that ball there. Catching the ball at his highest point.
That's like a cornerback. That's how they're trained to catch the ball at the highest point, leap up there. The Apaches with some new faces in there. I see number 4, Nicholas Matire, in for the first time.
Not quite sure how you say that last name.
That's a hard one. Metayer. He's from Paris, France, so it's probably Metayer. Apologize for messing it up. Too bad. Here come the Hurricanes. Storming through, looking to make something happen. They played well, they played aggressive in the first half. Unfortunately, though, no shots really besides the one. No big offensive opportunities as the ball's intercepted by the Apaches. Here they come. Here's McKenzie.
Oh, man. Wow. Are you kidding
McKenzie!
me?
The looping shot misses, but the Apaches keep possession. Another shot by the Apaches. Gio Solis gets his hands up just in time for the block. And it's still 2-0, Tyler College.
That first move down the wing right there was absolutely incredible by McKenzie.
Carlton McKenzie, another player from Birmingham, England, 6'1", 177 pounds.
Yeah, but he weighs more than that, and he's taller than that.
Yeah, he looks bigger.
Much taller
in person.
than that.
Usually coaches will add a few inches and pounds to the stat sheet.
Yeah, trust me, sometimes I know that those can be underreported, and that certainly is.
You walked by some of these players and you said they look much bigger up close than from up here.
They're big.
The Hurricanes. Nice header by Toshira. Ball gets away from the Apaches, and here come the Hurricanes back. The Scotsman passes it to his right. Now to Guevara. Back to Guevara. He's calling for his team. Trying to make some adjustments on the go. We're at the 40-minute mark of the second half. 40 minutes to go. 2-0 Tyler College, the number 4 seed over the number 9 seed Louisburg College. And I would safely say probably the best game so far out of the 3.
Definitely, and still one tonight to cap it off, so we'll see how that goes.
That one should have a few more fans since it's Yavapai College playing at home here. Ref ducking that one smartly. Here's McKenzie.
Nice move again.
Nice save by the keeper. Gio Solis comes out in front. But yeah, you mentioned Alex. Nice move by Carlton McKenzie.
Now a run.
The other way, the Hurricanes threatening.
Oh.
And a missed opportunity from Louisburg. That was number 20, Chauncey Guayacolo from Liberia. And Robbie Johnson will kick it. And it's headed away by Louisburg. Here they come. Here come the Hurricanes. Toby Osiofo, Christopher Berry now. And headed away by Tyler College, but still remains Hurricanes ball. A shot by Goldsmith over the net. But at least they got another shot off. 3 shots now in the game to 8 shots for Tyler. 38 minutes remaining. Same score, 2-0, Tyler College on top. Johnson, sort of a low kick. Scramble for the ball, cleared away by the Apaches. Here's McKenzie.
It's a great move to stay onside. No.
A setup on the inside. Missed opportunity perhaps by Tyler College there. As McKenzie had the nice pass.
Such a good job to stay on.
Yeah, good awareness once again. Also, if you kind of noticed him, he had good awareness on his defender, trying to keep him to the inside and put his body between him and the ball. .37 minutes remaining in this game, the third of the day. And then 2 Apaches there near Robbie Johnson to protect that one from going in, and they do. Nice slide by Toshiro. Here come the Hurricanes.
Not really able to get past the defenders. Tyler's done a good job squaring up the guys that they're playing on offense every time and not letting them get by.
This one intended for McKenzie. Fighting for it through two defenders.
Jeez.
Got to give him an A for effort on that one.
Yeah, he is really good. And I'll tell you what, he gives 100% every time. It's great to see out there.
He's looking sharp so far. Pass intercepted by the Apaches. McKenzie for Jacob Daffern. And it goes to the keeper. Still in play, finally goes out. Jacob Daffern brings it in. And the Apaches slowing it down a bit here. Up 2-0. In good shape of getting 3 points. A throw in by the Hurricanes. That'll be Jamie Clark. Finds his man. Mentioned all the success that Tyler College has had at this level, particularly in this sport. And they're living up to that legacy and that history in this game so far.
Yes, they are. And they've strung together a nice first half. The second half hasn't really gone out to a flying start like the first half did, but just conserving this lead's all they need to do.
Yeah, much slower the second half. A little more conservative. Here come the Apaches. They have McKenzie. Oh, there's the flag. But you're right, Carlton McKenzie has given it 100% every single play, every single run. Mickey Johnson brings it up the center.
Gotta shoot that earlier.
Yeah, gotta connect on that one. That was Bright Somu. Gotta make a decision faster. There is a Hurricane down. Hurricane player. Cal Clark, who's been down a few times this match. Seems to be holding that knee. Does have a brace on it appears.
Yep.
Throw in by the Apaches. Slicing through the defense. Toshiro. He was impressive in the first half.
So much speed down these wings, and that's going to be a PK. No.
No call. The Apaches are upset about it.
How is that not a penalty kick? I don't understand how you can't call that. It's been all day.
Well, we've said it, they've missed calls, but at least they've been consistent. Or they haven't made calls, but they've been consistent with that. And it continues here. 31 minutes remaining. 2-0 Tyler College over Louisburg College. Working the ball. A scramble.
And still nothing.
Still no call.
This is...
It's a rugby match. Toshiro! No good. Saved by Solis.
the shot was a very poor shot. I just don't know how there wasn't a foul called in any one of that sequence.
Now a couple slides by the Hurricanes. A couple tackles there, but really there's another one.
And there's no foul there either, and he's down.
That one looked rough a little bit, but still no whistle.
The
ref going to have a talk with him there, but I'm sure he'd rather have the foul called.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's
That's Carlton McKenzie, who walks away. It will be a corner. Toshiro will take it for the Apaches. 30-minute mark in the second half. Headed away by Lewisburg. Toshiro trying to race back to the ball. Goes out of play. And Toshiro will throw it in. Or not. We'll wait for his teammate, Jacob Defern, to throw it in. Here's Defern. Goes off the foot of Boyke. Lematayer to Boyke. Good ball movement by the Apaches, and finally a Hurricane player, Ryan Goldsmith, gets in there, but it remains Apaches' ball.
Still dominating the possession game here.
Very much so. It's because of good passing that Tyler College is keeping possession of the ball. And there's a push. Does not get called. 28 minutes remaining in the second half. 2-0 Tyler College over Lewisburg College. The number 4 seed in the driver's seat. And they can see 3 points ahead of them if they can last 28 more minutes.
Everything points that Tyler would be able to hold on here because of how they've been playing, but you never know.
That's why we play the game. Working in midfield. Soft passes. Intercepted by Dukalu. Now the team from North Carolina with the possession. Here come the Hurricanes. Toby Osifeo. His shot no good. But they haven't had many shots.
No. And they haven't really had any luck getting any shots. So they're going to need to really change something in the last 25 minutes here if they want to try and get a win.
And 9 shots from Tyler College, 3 only for the Hurricanes. Robbie Johnson boots it. Has his teammate. Otsuka. There's McKenzie from the other side this time, right in the hands of Gia Solis. And Kamara has been kept out for the Apaches in the second half with a comfortable 2-0 lead. He had the first goal. Coach Clemens feels comfortable with him on the bench for now. That'll be a throw-in for Louisburg as we hit the 25-minute mark here in the second half. The wind has calmed down. Doesn't feel as cold. It's still blowing though, but not as bad as it was in the second game of the day.
Hopefully Mother Nature saves the best for last. Nicest weather for final game.
Excited for that one with the home crowd and the home team taking the pitch. Should be a fun one. There's a scramble. A throw in. That's Jamie Clark. Deflected off the head of Paul Odenhall. Dukulu. Ortega. Ortega with a second goal in this match. We get a little more sun peeking in. 24 minutes remaining. It's 4 o'clock local time here. So just a few hours away before it gets completely dark and we have to use the stadium lights. Under the lights game. Should be a fun one. A collision between two players there. Play still going. And now it stops. Both players have now got up. One from Tyler College, one from Louisburg College.
I don't think either of them realized that they were down right next to each other.
The ref going to check up on him. He's signaling for the athletic trainer and the coaches to come.
That's not good.
The Tyler College player, we can't tell right now who it is, hasn't really moved since going down.
Hey Dewey, I've never seen a game at GCU like that. Ever. I've done games at GCU for 2 years and I've never ever seen anything like this. Unbelievable.
And 23 minutes remaining here in the second half. We'll take a break. It's 2-0, Tyler College over Louisburg College. We'll be right back on NJCAA TV.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
Lane winds up, shot, a goal!
2 seconds ago.
Welcome back here to this coverage of the 2017 NJCAA Division I tournament on NJCAA TV. And it looked like the injured Tyler player was number 8, Michael Boyacki, and he's being helped off the field. The injured player for Louisburg was number 10, James Fergany, and he walked off the field himself. Hope both players are all right. Keep up with the latest news and updates regarding the NJCAA soccer by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org. Action resumes. Alex Larson and Gideon DeLeo in the booth calling this one. 23 minutes remaining. The keeper, Ciolis, kicks it away.
Smart play to get it back to the keeper there. Get rid of the danger.
Heads up play by Mickey Johnson. Back to Mickey Johnson, using his head on that one, but goes down holding his right calf. Automatically a player there stretching him out, one of his own teammates.
Tell you what, the scouts can't appreciate these guys going down all the time too much. Shows that they're poorly conditioned and not acclimated to, the weather and the climate, and that's a big deal because you got to travel places on road trips and go places and be able to acclimate in a couple days. And you see someone keep going down, at some point they're not going to be interested anymore.
Mickey Johnson back on his own feet, getting a water break there. And we're back. Throw-in by the Apaches. In the corner, fighting for the ball. Clark kicked it away. .22 minutes remaining in the ball game. A comfortable 2-0 lead for the Apaches over the Hurricanes.
Yeah, at this point, it's a very nice cushion, seeing that Louisburg hasn't been able to get anything going. I mean, it's been all Tyler, and these goals have been held on the board.
Now, Louisburg had a good first half, slowed down a whole lot here in the second half. Kind of a different team. Of course, being down 2-0 kind of perhaps maybe gets in your head and changes the way you come out and play.
Definitely, and press maybe a little too much and start forcing plays that aren't there. You're seeing right now from Louisburg just a little too tight.
I'm trying to fake out the defender. That's Carlton McKenzie.
Here come the Yavapai Community College fans right now, all walking in behind our tent, getting their seats ready for the game.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's a few bleachers here, but it seems like most of the fans just kind of line up here where we are next to the sidewalk and just bring their own lawn chairs and just kind of hang out and enjoy the game.
Well, that's not sure. Hold on.
The Hurricanes pushing the action now. 20 minutes remaining. A good opportunity by the Hurricanes, but it's called offsides.
Yeah, I think they're taking one of the injured players away in the ambulance because it's pulling away, and it's protocol to keep it here for games. And I don't see why it would be leaving right now, so I'm pretty sure one of the injuries that just happened was a fairly serious injury, as the ambulance on call is leaving.
Well, if that's the case, then I would assume that it would be Michael Boyacki, number 8 for the Apaches. Right. He's not on the pitch right now, and he was the last guy to kind of be helped off the field.
I'm trying to see if I see him on the sideline. I really don't see number 8 on the sideline right now.
Good observation there, Alex.
Well, yeah, you never want to speculate, but of course, you know, families are watching and everything, and that just taking place right now. That's been sitting there all day, perched in the same spot, and after that injury, it just getting up and leaving right now. So
hope he's okay, and we'll try to get an update for you guys either later today or the next few days. As we're under 20 minutes remaining. The Hurricanes had a surge there a little bit, but could not finish it through. Get the ball back once again.
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
There's a yellow card. The first one of this, the second one in the tournament, first one in this match, and that's going to be on Ortega.
And rightfully so. Finally, we see a card pulled out, and I think wanting to put a stop to, you know, the physicality in this game coming on right now. These two rivals going to get a bit chippy, and if the refs aren't going to make calls, they're going to keep making these tackles, and someone's going to get hurt eventually.
Exactly, and that's why. And you don't see injuries. Thankfully, Edwin Guevara seems to be okay. He's up, but Freddy Ortega will take the yellow card. It's the second one of the tournament. First one in this match. It comes here at the 19th minute mark of the second half. Clark kicks it back to Solis. Intercepted by Omar Priyavu. Kelly McKenzie. McKenzie with the easy goal. 3-0 Apaches.
Yep. Well, that was just broken all from the start. Solis, no communication with the defense, was left out to dry, and that was all McKenzie's goal. He's been looking for it all day. Finally, he deserves that goal. He's been working on that wing all day, getting beaten up, and I'm sure it's not the, well, not the shining goal that he may have wanted, but it's a goal, and it's 3-0. Empty netter, basically, but still, he's earned it, and he deserves that goal.
And Gio Solis came up, and McKenzie took advantage of it, made a miss, and yeah, you said an empty netter pretty much, but still counts on the stat sheet and on the scoreboard, and it's 3-0. And interesting, the score is 3 for the Apaches, and if they maintain the next 18 minutes, they will get 3 points here with this victory.
I was joking about the games being 1-0, 2-0, and 3-0, but here we are at 3-0 right now.
You're predicting them right, man.
I don't know.
4-0 next game?
No, there's no shot.
17 minutes remaining. All right, here come the Hurricanes back the other way.
Oh,
a missed opportunity.
Get that to your head. And, oh, man, another one. That was a laser. Jeez, off the rebound. A bicycle almost.
So missed opportunities by the Hurricanes. They're back-to-back. And again, even though, say you get a goal there, maybe, you know, you still lose this match, but it still might come count later on. If there's a tie, it does go to goal differential. So all that stuff matters.
Oh, man, that was – so, that ball got through, and then Barry took a shot sliding, and, man, it almost went. It was a rocket. Got a hold of it real nice.
Again, those are the things that differentiate the number 9 and number 4 and all these higher seeds and lower seeds. Can you finish on the play? Another opportunity by Somohao. And defended by Priovu. And it goes out of play. And 11 shots to only 4 shots. Tyler College winning that battle. And also the scoreboard battle. The corner, initially nothing there. Comes back to Somo. And
Just
to Robbie Johnson.
Barely over the net.
$15 minutes remaining. 3-0 thanks to the goal by Carlton McKenzie. Header by Johnson. Chauncey Guacicolo couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of play, and now it's Apache's ball. Toshiro mishandled that pass. Under 15 minutes now. The Apaches can feel it. A victory here to get 3 points. And go to bed happy tonight. It's a very big momentum swing if you win your first match.
Hard tackle. Don't want to see it get too chippy down the stretch here.
His last few minutes, don't want to see any bad injuries or anything. Got to control the game, see? It will be Hurricanes ball. I believe that was Fela Osifeso who went down for Lewisburg, number 22. Pass to Clark. Johnson. Guaicolo. Out of play. A corner coming up from Lewisburg.
And pretty much all the fans lining these, lining the walkways are wearing green. So a lot of Yavapai College. It's good to see.
That's going to be fun. Get a little crowd noise in the next matchup. As the home team, the 7-time champions, Yavapai College, the Rough Riders, will take the pitch. Some of these fans have been here all day long, like we've mentioned throughout the broadcast, with us, working the same hours we have.
Yeah, no, seriously, it makes me feel a little bit better. Just been sitting right here next to us, just watch. I mean, they're just watching all day. Haven't even moved good for them. They love the game of soccer.
Get some good action here in this one.
I commend you if you can sit down and watch 8 hours of soccer in a row.
8 hours of anything, really.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Doesn't matter what it is.
Although some people now do that with Netflix and all the shows out there.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that.
After about 2 hours, 3 hours, I start getting antsy, man. I can't sit there long.
That's exactly right.
A throw in by Lewisburg. 11 minutes now remaining, 3-0. McKenzie, with 18 minutes left in the second half, pretty much sealed the deal. And the 3 points for good hustle, though, by both teams, despite the. As we near the 10-minute mark, almost wrapping this one up. To get it away. Here comes Toshiro. He's shifty.
Oh, man. Nice pass.
Another collision there, but no call. In the box, that one. That was Clark tangled up with an Apache player. Toshiro once again tries the left side, tries to bring it back inside to the right, and loses the ball, loses possession. Exactly 10 minutes in this one. Real quick, we'll remind you, Select Sports is proud to be the official match ball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Select Super FIFA Match Ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA soccer championships. Select Sports, inspired by history, but designed for the future. As a throw-in by the Apaches, under 10 minutes to play.
Mohamed Kamara. Remember, he had the first goal. I'm being told from a very credible source that he pulled a muscle in his groin area, which would not bode well for this Apaches team if that were to be the case. Because with the cold weather and the altitude, that doesn't heal up before you get out of here.
Yeah, he was one of the bright spots, had that first goal quickly for the Apaches. And we mentioned we haven't seen him really since he came out a few minutes after the goal. Came in for another few more minutes, but then we haven't seen him here at all in the second half. And I guess now we know why. You're right, Alex. That would be a big loss, though, to Tyler College. If that's the case going forward in this tournament, they obviously will get these 3 points here in the win against Lewisburg, but looking ahead, it could hurt them. Because also, number 8 was injured. We don't know if he was the one in the ambulance that got taken out, but Michael Boyke did come out of the ball game with an injury as well.
Still not seeing him on the sideline.
Two crucial guys to this team, so if that's the case, those injuries are serious. Could definitely hurt and overshadow this win here by Tyler College. Hard kicks, now you hear them all the way up here. Good athletes on both of these teams. The most goals scored so far through 3 games has been in this game. A goal by Kamara, one by Freddy Ortega, and one by Carlton McKenzie. Is going to give 3 points to the Apaches here.
We've been working with a little, let's say, formula that will determine the score of the future games, and that's just, let's see, it's number game of the day times 1.
There you go. So far, we're 3 for 3 on that.
Right. It's a nice algorithm.
Perhaps another one, but no offsides called on the Apaches. The sun really now coming out.
Yeah, thank goodness. It feels so nice.
Way better than the last game we just did. That one was a cold one.
Yes, it was.
Hopefully this stays with us here for one more game.
Yeah, how great for the Sun to be out for the final game with the home squad suiting up.
Very exciting, that next matchup. We're all looking forward to it. A few minutes away, 6 minutes remaining in this one. It looks like Louisburg's 7-game winning streak coming into this match will end in about 6 minutes unless they can pull off a miracle. We mentioned they came into this one averaging 3.3 goals per game, 3.3 something goals per game, so 3 goals a game from Louisburg. And here they go down, ironically, 3-0.
Well, they were just really overmatched. And these two teams have had a good history against each other. It's been long, but this time Tyler definitely getting the better of Louisburg, and they'll have to reevaluate for the next time they play.
And Tyler, with this win, will go to 12 games in a row in which they've been victorious. So the 11-game winning streak will continue here in about 5 minutes. And it'll be 12 straight W's from the guys from Texas. Another interesting note, the Apaches took a bad loss on September 26th, but after that loss, Alex, they won 9 straight games without allowing a goal.
Well, they got upset there, and they don't lose very often, and they lost that game and really took it personally, went out there and did what they needed to do, and they showed the rest of the country that that was a fluke.
Yeah, proved to everyone that, hey, a loss is just a loss. Look how good we really are. Perhaps looking to threat. One more goal in here, but Solis, comes up with a save.
Trying to ruin my algorithm.
Trying to mess up your formula. As now I'm kind of looking around here, Alex, and I see a bunch of fans.
Right?
I didn't see these ones behind us.
I've been looking back and forth. You've been on play-by-play, but this one I've gotten. I've just been looking around. It's really nice to see, and all the Yavapai hats, shirts. So turnout should be good, and wait till the Rough Riders get their first goal.
Definitely be loud in here. Mountain Valley Park being scored early on. Well, we got 3 in this one. 4 minutes remaining in this match. 4 minutes away from the Apaches getting 3 points in the first win of the tournament. Maybe we'll get lucky and see a sunset.
Yep, get these clouds out of here. That'd be real nice.
The Hurricanes bringing the ball up once again. Threatening. 2 Apaches right there. Covering Chauncey Guacolo. Possession back to Tyler. running once again. Clark. Fergany. Ryan Goldsmith had a shot, but a good save by the keeper, Robbie Johnson, who's done all he can keep a 0 in Lewis's scoreboard. Lewisburg shut out so far, in little over 2 minutes remaining. That's thanks to Robbie Johnson and the Apaches defense. Toshiro, nice pass there behind. Sort of a no-looker. Right at the 2-minute mark. 3-0, the Apaches with a very comfortable lead.
It's getting much warmer.
Us up again. It's been a very roller coaster ride of weather here.
Oh.
Collision there between Solis and an Apache player.
Just keep the clock running here. No need to stop it here if you're the referees.
Yeah, 3-0 game with a little over a minute isn't really going to change much. But it will be a set piece, free kick for Toshiro and the Apaches. Apaches looking perhaps for one more goal with a minute here in this one. There's Toshiro.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Good shot, but good save by Gio Solis right off his hands. And now under a minute. And Solis will kick this one. And it looks like the 3-0 score will hold. The Apaches will get 3 points over the Hurricanes. Still fighting for a goal, though. Lewisburg still attacking, even though there's just a few seconds left. So are the Apaches, excuse me.
Not out of the tournament. I mean, yeah, they better keep fighting. But, you know, got to be discouraging if you are Lewisburg, definitely. Figure out what the heck happened for next game and try not to get eliminated. Oh, no way.
Perhaps. No, Robbie Johnson. Fantastic with another save like he's been all match long. And that's going to do it. The Apaches defeat the Hurricanes 3-0.
How about some late game fireworks? Got everyone clapping at the end for that save. All the Yavapai fans. That's funny.
They're rooting for the Hurricanes to get at least one in the back of the net. 3-0, your final score. The Apaches over the Hurricanes. We'll be right back in just a few minutes to recap this one right here on NJCAA TV.
Zone. Caught. Touchdown. The margin of Olympico and a goal. Winds up shot and a goal.
Lane.
Winds up shot and a goal!
2 seconds ago.
It's an Olympico and a goal for Paradise Valley, J.C. Duncan.
Well, there's the feed into Rodriguez to jam.
Welcome back, everyone, to NJCAA TV. Alex Larson and Gideon DeLeo. A quick recap. The Apaches defeat the Hurricanes 3-0 thanks to goals by Freddie Ortego, Muhammad Kamara, and Carlton McKenzie. Alex, what did you see on those goals specifically by those three players? McKenzie was fighting all game long for a goal and finally got it in the end. And it all started, though, with Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara, too bad that he ended up coming off with a pulled muscle in his leg as we understood it. But beautiful shot and goal by him. And then the second one by Ortega off the rebound. And, this was just a solid team win defensively and offensively for the Apaches. They were able to shut it down and really preserve the shutout. They got the goalkeeping going with Robbie Johnson, and then Carlton McKenzie just really exemplified how this team played today. And that final goal, easy for them, just like it was for the whole team because of how they played together.
The Apaches will celebrate this win. They get 3 points in the tournament. And don't go anywhere. We have our last game of the day. The number 3 Yavapai College will take on the Webanese Chiefs. That match is next on NJCAA TV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.